Good morning. I'm in Waldport, Oregon, and I'm continuing my drive along the Oregon coast. Probably get as far as Florence, Oregon, maybe a little bit further south. I do plan to go up into the Siuslaw National Forest in this video. It's only about a 10-minute drive from Waldport. And what I've seen so far of this town, it's a pretty cool little town. We got the Alsea River behind me, and even further back is the Pacific Ocean. The town only has about 2,000 people, so it should be a quick tour, maybe a couple hours, and then we'll continue on. I started off by walking down the Alsea River towards the downtownish area. I found this to be interesting, this sculpture of a sea lion. I saw one more of these, I think it was in Florence, Oregon, and it was almost identical. As I was heading back to the van, I noticed this little bay, so I stopped here for a moment. I'm back at where I parked the van. There's a city park, public boat ramp, and then they have this little marina. We're looking up the Alsea River now, and those foothills are in the Siuslaw National Forest, which I'm going to start heading to now. Okay, I've come up to the Siuslaw National Forest. I'm walking down a lesser used service road. There's a trail up ahead. It's a good thing that I decided to walk it instead of trying to take my van down this road, because it would have never happened. I would have had to back up a bunch. May spend a couple hours here, may spend the night, I don't know. Right now, just kind of exploring the area. So I might do some of this trail up here, the Harris Reach Trail. So there you go. I've driven back down the service road quite a bit. This is the main road. This is service road 3446. There's not a lot of good pull-offs on this service road. Up where the road splits off to the trailhead, there was somewhat of a pull-off, and I wasn't obstructing the road enough that a car couldn't get by, but I still felt like I was obstructing it. So I came pretty far down, like I said, the service road. I found an old logging road that I pulled off into, so hopefully there's no one parked behind me. But I've been here for quite a while, and I really haven't seen a lot of cars using this service road. There was one using the road leading up to the trailhead, and then I saw one other vehicle. It was pulled off to the side. They were probably hunting. But like I said, where I'm at now, there's a couple of old logging roads. I'm going to go down this one for a little bit, and then we'll head back up to the trail. I completely missed the point of why I came down the service road. I wanted to have lunch, and being pulled off in this old logging road gave me a lot more space. It also gave me time to rest, and I didn't have to worry about obstructing the service road. The service road ended up being a bust. It was there just to get to this Forest Service antenna station, and then it was a dead end. Okay, I'm back at the Harris Reach trailhead, and we're about to go into the Drift Creek wilderness area. I don't plan to go very far on the trail, maybe about 20 minutes or so. It's about a 5-minute walk from service road 3446. So, I mean, by the time I get back to the van, probably been hiking for over an hour. So there you go. I've made it to the Drift Creek wilderness area. I'm going to go a little bit further, and hopefully I can get some views. This is the best view that I got all day. It's not much, but it's something. Unfortunately, the video got washed out. Okay, I'm almost back to the van. I spent about an hour and 20 minutes hiking. I'm gonna head back towards Yachats and the Governor Patterson recreation site. It's starting to get onto dusk now, so I might film some there, but I think ultimately tonight I'm gonna end up in Yachats. On my way back to the van, I noticed this sign where the road splits. Apparently, I've been calling the trail the wrong thing all day. It's the Harris Ranch Trail. On my way down the service road, I stopped a few times because there's some good viewing areas, this being one of them. This river is the Alsea that you're seeing. Right as you get off the service road onto the Alsea Highway, there's a small county park. It looks like at one point there may have been a campground, but now it's just a day use area. I made one more brief stop while it was still daylight. This is the Patterson State Recreation Site. After the sunset, I continued on to Yachats, Oregon. Good morning from Yachats, Oregon. I'm at the Yachats State Recreation Site. I'm going to take this morning to explore this rock formation at the state park. There's a small blowhole that you'll see here in just a second. I'm guessing the Yachats River created this little inlet. You can't see it, but the mouth of the Yachats River is right here. Across this inlet, it looks like there's another blowhole, so I'm going to head over there and check it out. I've crossed over to the other side of the inlet before I head down to the blowhole. This is a good shot of the town. And then after I'm done here, I'm going to go to Thor's Well. Okay, I'm out here at Thor's Well and Cook's Chasm. I think there's a few other geological features here. It's pretty interesting. I mean, all these spots along this portion of the Oregon coast have been amazing. It'll be interesting to see what it's like at a lower tide. It's pretty high right now. I think it's about a 7 plus 7. Spent the last couple of hours up in the Siuslaw National Forest, but I'm going to save that for another video. I think I've been just focusing on the Oregon coast in this one. After the sun sets, which won't be much longer, it's already 4:30 and the sun's starting to set. I'm going to drive to Florence and then spend the night there. This is the spouting horn, one of the geographic features in this area. I didn't see much action from it. It's probably because of the level of the tide. I did see a picture where it was shooting a lot higher up. This is Thor's Well. I could have stayed here much longer, but the sun was about to set. It's day 2 here of my time in kind of the central Oregon coast area. This is Florence, Oregon, kind of in the downtown boardwalk area. This river is the Siuslaw River. I spent a little bit of time exploring this waterfront area before heading to the Oregon Sand Dunes, which is nearby Florence, Oregon. I'm headed east along the boardwalk here, and the river off to the right is the Siuslaw River. I've reached the end of the boardwalk. There is a small campground at the end of the boardwalk. After reaching the end of the boardwalk, I turned around and walked up the river towards Highway 101. I'm just west of Highway 101 here, and you're getting the first glimpse of the Oregon Sand Dunes. Okay, moved on now. I'm at the Oregon Dunes Recreation Area, kind of over by the South Jetty staging area. Just gonna look around for a few minutes at the sand dunes, and then I'm gonna move along. I'm gonna try to stay off the path of the ATVs and OHVs. This is just a small section of the dunes that I'm showing you right now. I didn't end up spending a lot of time at the Oregon Sand Dunes. I could probably do a whole video just on that, and I might do that at a later date, but I'm continuing out towards the South Jetty here. Fairly close to the South Jetty, there's a small day use area and fishing dock. The dock is on the Siuslaw River. I made a pit stop here before continuing on to the jetty. I've made it to the jetty. As with most jetties here along the Oregon coast, it was built and maintained by the Army Corps of Engineers. The jetty forms a Y at the end. There really wasn't a lot of information at the start of the jetty. I've never seen anything like that. It'd be interesting to know why they did it. I'm back on the beach now, and I ended up walking down it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to wrap up this video here. It's been an awesome time out at the coast, but I'm going to start heading back towards Washington to take care of some business, and then also Thanksgiving is coming up, so there's that. I want to thank you for watching, and if you like my videos, be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up.